The screen you see now is Quester's main panel testing page. Notice the main database question field is empty. Naturally, this is because your personal database does not contain any words as yet. So begin by clicking the Add New Question button. Fill out the fields presented to you, beginning with the question you wish to store. The hint you choose to enter can be anything you like, and the additional information field allows you to paste in as much information as you like, for example from documents and the internet. First time you fill in these fields, you'll have to create a new folder, but thereafter you'll have the option to select one from the drop-down menu on the right. You should also decide whether you want to share this question with other users online. If so, be sure to check the Share Online box on the left of the screen, and also to click the Save button. When you're done, you can exit this section by clicking the main Quester panel button. The data question field will now start to populate with your saved questions. Obviously though, the effectiveness of the application will not be fully appreciated until the database contains a dozen or more questions. As soon as you enter your first question, however, the question field on the main panel testing page will automatically populate as seen in this example. To progress to the next question, you only have to click the Next button at the bottom of the screen. If you don't know the answer to a question, click on the Show Hint button. Whatever hint you entered in the template page will now appear in the hint field. If that fails to jog your memory, you can click on the Show Answer button and it will duly appear. Notice how the second part of the hint entered doesn't appear to make sense. This is related to the reverse test section, which we'll cover later. You can also click on the Additional Information button, and it will also appear. Don't worry if your notes are extensive, as a scroll bar will automatically appear on the right hand side of this field to help you navigate through them. Inevitably too, you'll come across situations whereby the hint was not strong enough to help you remember the answer to a particular question. When this happens, you can click on the Edit button. This will take you back to the template page, where you'll be free to make any changes you see fit. When done, just click on the Quester main panel button. Your next randomly pulled question will be waiting for you, and to progress to the next again question, just click the Next button. Now the main panel testing page is all about flicking through your various questions in a relaxed fashion, pulling questions from your entire database. For more thorough testing, we have the Exams section, which we'll cover in more detail later. For now, when you come across any of these questions which you don't know the answer to, rather than ignoring them and simply clicking the Next button, you might want to add them to a skip list for reviewing later on. To do this, just click on the Add to Skip List button. Whenever you tire of the main panel testing method, click on the Show Skipped List link at the top of the page. This will take you to the Skipped Questions page, where you'll find your skipped question added to any others that you added from previous sessions. Notice too some of the feature buttons from the main panel testing page laid out in an adjacent fashion alongside. Clicking on such buttons, in this case the Hint button, will result in its corresponding field populating underneath. In another example, we see the result of the Answer button being clicked. Please note, if you click on the Delete button, you will only be deleting the word from your skipped list. It will not be deleted from your main database. And you can return to the main panel testing page at any time by clicking on the said button. Another feature of Quester is the Add to Favourites button. As with the Skip List feature, you can access this favourites list at any time by clicking the Show Favourites List link at the top of the screen. And once again, you'll find the usual feature buttons and the related fields available to you. When done, click on the main panel button.